This old guy DIY video has to do with the second step of my tractor carryall modification. Initially, I put this hitch assembly on there with a couple of muffler clamps, and today I built this structure that allows me to use this thing as a dump box. So if you'd like to see the detail of that build, please watch the remainder of the video, and over the next few weeks I'll finish this thing out. But once I had this idea together, I thought it was pretty slick. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Maybe some of you could use it for Father's Day 2025. So historically, all I had used the carryall for was hauling trailers around. I had put this hitch on the back of it, and with this setup, you know, you can carry anything that the tractor is capable of. It's only a 3,000-pound tractor, but as far as dragging trailers around, this works great. And I decided to put a platform on it so I could actually haul chainsaws and tools and that type of thing, maybe a couple of garbage containers. And I went to the internet. I watched a few videos of guys that are spending $900 and building a 900-pound carryall. And I thought, I just want something that's effective. And a lot of what they were doing didn't make sense to me from an engineering standpoint. So for example, they put a bolt in every 6-inch hole. In my case, I just put one 3/8-inch carriage bolt on each side to hold the thing together, because gravity is our friend. And in my application, this bottom is pinched between this front surface and the support arm back here anyway. This is what the underside of the carryall looks like. So I didn't want to have to worry about these holes and the 6-inch spacing and all that stuff. So I started out with a 2x8 that I just cut to the length that would come and butt up to my hitch assembly that I already had on there. So I laid the 2x8 on there, kind of shot the angle, and then from the top I just used 3-inch structural screws. This one is in place just because before I had the 3/8-inch carriage bolts in there, I used these things on each side just to locate before I had everything tightened up, so I could pull that out actually. But in the meantime, you see I have this one carriage bolt here, and there's a similar carriage bolt on the other side. But since gravity is our friend, this whole piece of 2x8 screwed into 2x8 is not going anywhere anyway. All I needed structurally was one bolt to hold it in place. And when it comes to the back, it didn't make sense to me to put any bolts in there because the force is pushing here. So all you're trying to do is keep this thing vertical so it doesn't get warped. In an effort to make it easy to know where the screws went, threw this 3/4-inch plywood into the 2x4 that was in the back. I just came back here and I drilled a hole low and to the left on each of those big holes. So then when I put my 2x4 in the back, as I did on the other side, I just hold that 26-inch 2x4 in place, and then I can drive a 2-inch drywall screw in from the other side, and held my back on with just those screws. So my cost there is the plywood, no hardware cost. And as far as the sides go, I like things to be modular. So I put this structure in. I'm going to drill holes through here, just 2 holes, and that'll have T-nuts on the inside, and then the side will just bolt through with a 1/4-inch bolt. But in the meantime, while I was looking at this thing, I thought, what about guys that don't have a front end loader? I have a front end loader, but a lot of people don't. I came up with a structure that will allow me to put a hunting sled or an ice fishing sled in there that will actually work for hauling weeds and rocks, and if you want to haul water down to water plants or put out a fire, it'll be successful for that too. So I'll put that structure in place and show you guys what I'm doing. This is what the structure that holds that tub looks like. So I just took some 2x4s and I kind of freelanced it as to the dimensions, and then I put a working man's radius on the front edge where that thing is going to pivot. And then to establish location, since this thing will only be on here sometimes, I just took some spray paint and I put a couple of marks up there in the front. So in the future, when I put this structure in place, I can just line up the front edge with the silhouettes there, and it'll be real easy for me. Today I'm using these 3-inch deck screws to hold everything together. In the future, I'm going to drill a hole here and a hole up here, and I'll just drill that out and put a 1/4-inch T-nut on the bottom so I can just run a 1/4" bolt through here to hold it in place. In the name of making things even easier, next time I take this off and put it back on, I thought I'd put some speed stripes here on the sides also. So today my attachment technique just involves 2 of those 3-inch screws, and I had screwed these side pieces into this vertical 2x4 just with 3 of the 3-inch screws. As the tub is sitting here on the carryall, my theme again is gravity is our friend. So gravity holds it right here where it wants to be, and this thing just provides the structure so I have a nice pivot point out here in the front and I can tip that thing down. The potential uses I see for it are in the spring when I'm picking up leaves and rocks and that type of thing, and if I am having a fire out someplace, I may fill this tub with water and just take a bunch of water with me so I'm prepared in case the fire tries to escape. But otherwise, I put this whole contraption together more in the name of the guy who does not have a front end loader but would like to make more use of his carryall. Now I'll just take the tub, set it up on top of the frame, and we'll keep going. My attachment point for the pivot rope is just one of these 2.5-inch grip fast screws. I threw a washer on there, cut a couple links of chain. I'll put that in right here, and I'll put one on the other side also, and you'll see how this works. So with this setup, attaching and detaching, it's just a matter of unhooking this carabiner. So I came from the carabiner. I have bolts in these front things, so I just went from the back over to that bolt. And I came around to the other carabiner. And now when that thing is full, if you wanted to dump it instead of taking the items out individually, you just push down here on the front. You can see the fulcrum point right there that I rounded off. My goal with this thing was to have something that's functional. Since it's only held on with the carabiners and the rope, if you want to take this little sled off when you get to the other end, it's just a matter of unhooking the carabiners. The sled comes off, do what you want to do, and then take this thing back to the barn when you're done. When I envisioned this little device, I didn't grab a piece of paper. I just started cutting and kind of freelanced. You can see I flipped that tub upside down, and I just laid a 2x4 in that bottom trough first, then I worked my way up. And I wanted it so when this thing laid on the carryall, it would be just a hair off when it's empty, and then when there's a load on it, it'll sit down so the load is carried by these ribs. So I worked my way around. I put a piece across the back here just to establish the width. Now that I have a frame that will also serve as a fulcrum, I'll screw this thing together and install it onto the carryall. This is going to be my pivot point right here, and I wanted that radius, so I just held a roll of duct tape up there and traced it. Now I'll take the saber saw and round it off. It's not a precision job by any means, but it'll do what I need it to do. As a water carrier, it's too heavy to use the dump feature, but it is a good way to get water down to plants or if you have small trees around the edge of the property. So I'll be using this as a water carrier today. But the dump feature is meant primarily if you have a couple 100 pounds in here maximum, if you have brush or twigs or that type of thing. But in the meantime, it's a nice easy way to add some cubic feet of carrying capacity to the back of a tractor. And you know your application better than I do, so if you're concerned about having this thing tip up when you're using it, I suggest just putting a screw or a length of chain over here, and you can run a strap across this part of the tub that's closest to the tractor, and then no matter what happens, this end will stay down until you want it to tip up. As I make more updates to this carryall and finish it off, I'll put out more videos. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Have a great day.